thank you for joining me today. I'm Sandra at Arty Cardare, and my project for today are these lovely envelope punchboard treat boxes. I think they're really cute, and I've added a little bow which you also make on the envelope punchboard, and I've cut a little rose with the Biggs die, the Sizzix Biggs die, which you will find in the catalogue. In the main catalogue, page 175, there is the big spiral die which makes that little rose flower. They just call it a spiral flower, I call it a rose, but it's a flower. So we're going to get started on that, but before we start I'll just show you that this little belly band slides off, and inside you can put any treats in that you would like, sweeties, chocolates, bracelets, anything that you would like to give as a gift to someone for their birthday or thank you gift, just pop inside there, and this little belly band slides back on, she says. It does. Good. Right then, so let's get started on that. So obviously envelope punch board. Our paper today is from the Cherry on Top Designer Series paper stack. 48 sheets in here, all geared around birthdays. Lovely balloons there. I have chosen this pattern today because I have got a little red rose or a white one, whichever I feel I want to put on at the end of the tutorial. I felt that went with my red, so that's the one I've chosen today, but there's lots of designs in here, so whatever you want, you choose. 6 by 6 inch piece, so no wastage on there, and we are going to score it, and we're going to punch down at the 1.5 inch mark. So you line it up 1.5 inches just there, and then you score, punch and score down with your tool, and then I turn it to 90 degrees and no, wait there, so let's go back, fast forward, go back to the 1.5. so we've scored and punched at 1.5. now we're going to score and punch at 3 inches. So score and punch at 3 inches, turn 90 degrees like we were going to do before, and score and punch at 1.5 inches. Move it along to the 3 inch mark, punch and score. Now we turn it round a quarter turn, and you're going to line it up with this little bubble, that little score line. Then you punch again and score. Move to the next score line, which is just here, punch and score. Turn it round 180 degrees, line it up with your first score line, punch down and score. Move it to your second score line, punch down and score. So then we want to have nice round corners, so we just put it in the top part there and punch down, and that gives us lovely rounded off edges. So that's our scoring done on our box. Now I'm going to do the scoring. While I've got the board out, I'm going to do the scoring on to make the little bow, because that's made on here, as I said before. So this piece of card measures 1 inch by 7 1/8 inches, and we're going to score it. We're going to put it in first at the end here, and we're going to line it up, and you just need to eyeball where halfway would be. So if you look through that little gap there, the little gap just there, and line that up to what looks like halfway, and punch and turn that round, do the opposite end where you think your halfway mark is and punch down. Then we put it into the machine excuse me, and we punch down. We don't do any scoring on this bow. We put it in at 1.5 inches and we punch down. Move along to 3.5 inches and punch down. we flip it over the other way and put it in at 1.5 inches, punch down, and 3.5 inches and punch down, and then we turn it the opposite end and then we put it in at 1.5 inches, flip it over the other way, 1.5 inches and punch. And so that's our little bow done. I'll show you how to build that in a minute, but you can see it's a bit shaped like a cracker, I think. That's what it looks like to me. So we'll put that to one side and put the board out of the way, get rid of the bits. So now we're going to burnish our score lines that we've made. There's my bone folder. So you've got 2 score lines to fold and burnish on each side. And of course it's our celebration time now, so for every £45 you spend, you get a free gift. And I will show you in a moment, when I do my stamping, one of the free gifts that I got. So fold those lines over. So that's the folding done. So now we want to cut up. So where's my scissors gone? Had them somewhere. I'll just go and get a different pair. Sorry about that. So I've got my scissors, so now we're going to cut up just in each side, just one way, so you're cutting it up the fat end. So we cut up to the first score line on all 4 corners. And so that goes in like that. You can see that. That folds in like that. So now we want to stick that down. So for speed, I'm going to use my fast fuse, as I usually do. We're going to put some fast fuse on the 4 corners. Well, we will when I get it going. Right. So as I was saying, we're in our celebration at the moment. We've got a new spring catalogue out. So we fold in our corners like that. If you see that, and we do all 4 the same. So we've got our celebration, a new spring and summer catalogue out at the moment. So if you would like a copy of that and you haven't got one, let me know and I'll send it to you in the post completely free of charge. If you spend £90 you get 2 free gifts, £135 you get 3 free gifts, and it goes on like that, and until however many you spend you'll get that many free gifts. So I think that's a really good offer. So now what we do is we want to try and curl these a bit so to encourage them to fold over. So I'm just getting my boning tool, my bone folder, and just give it a little curl to just encourage it to go over that way. So that's the box put together. Now we're going to put our bow together. So it's very, very simple. We're going to get some glue in the middle there, like that. And then you just fold this in on itself like that to the middle, and then you curl that end tail back on itself like that. So can you see that? How that creates a nice bow shape there? And the same the other end, fold it over on itself, catch it onto the glue, fold it back, and there you've got it. Now if you just want to do the bow on its own without the rows, you can you can just do like a little band round it. I'm going to show you these other bows that I've made. These are ones that I've made with like a little middle section. You just cut a small piece, narrow piece in the same designer paper or same card, and just wrap that round and glue it at the back, and I think that you'll agree they make cute little bows. Different sizes, larger ones. I have got the measurements for those. If you'd like them, let me know and I'll put them on the website. So, carrying on with this bow, I've now got my roses to put in the middle, and so I'm just going to decide whether I want the white or whether I want the red. So let me think now, do I want the red or do I want the white? I'm going to go with the white. Right then, so then you need another piece in the same colour that you've done your bow to act as a belly band, and that is 6.5 inches by 1 inch. And so what you need to do is you need to glue that at about the halfway point. So I'll put a bit of glue on here. Glue that down on there. So we're gluing it acrossways because that's how we want our bow to go, acrossways, and press that down. And then I'm going to add my little rose with a glue dot. So I'll just get my glue dots out. I'm just going to put a couple on there, just to make sure it sticks. In fact, it would be easier if I took it to the glue dots. I wouldn't get myself so stuck up, would I? There we are. That's on there. So then I'm putting that into the middle of my bow. And then what I do with the bow is I just pop it up a bit more. I get my bone folder and just pop it up a bit more. Why is it not cooperating? I think I put a pencil in it before to get it up. Perhaps my pen will work. That's it. Honestly, this does work. You can get a pencil when you're making yours and just pop that up like that and press it to make that lovely bow shape. Same the other side. That's it. I've got that going. That's better. Right then. So then you put your tree inside, of course. That. Put your belly band round. And then you need to put some glue on one side. So I'll do that. And if you do a belly band, at least you're not destroying the box when you take your treat out, or whoever's gotten the treat's not destroying the box. So you put it with a little bit of looseness so that, and just secure that underneath so that you can't see the join, and then that will slide on and off like that. Your treat will slide on and off like that. So now we need to do the little sentiment that we've got on there. And I think I mentioned earlier that with Celebration you get a free gift. And so I'm using this little stamp set which I got free. It's called Honeycomb Happiness, and you get this cute little chick with a balloon and an ice cream cone and 3 sentiments. So that's brilliant. I've got this sentiment. I've put the sentiment "You're so sweet" on mine, I've made lovely little cards with this chick, and I can see boxes and bags with him on as well. He's just so cute. So I'm getting a piece of cardstock, Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to use chocolate chip ink because I thought that went with my box. So we're going into the ink and we're stamping our sentiment down like that. Put that out of the way. And then I've got my scalloped oval punch to punch that out. I'm putting it over to one side so that when I stick it down, the bow won't hide the words. So that's why I've done it like that. So what we need to do is, what I've done here, I've just got my bone folder and rolled that round so that it sits round on the box nicely, like that. And then I'm going to get a couple of glue dots on there, when I can find them. A couple of glue dots on there to secure that down, like that. And then I'm going to just tuck that under there, press that down nice and neatly, and there it's finished. So that's my 3 little treat boxes. I think that you'll agree that they're very sweet, and they look really pretty to give someone for their birthday, with a little treat in, bracelet, something like that. So if you'd like a brochure about celebration and all these free products that you can get, this is the little booklet on the free products, and this is the celebration catalogue. Starts 5th of January, ends the 31st of May. So you can still order from the main catalogue. This is just an additional catalogue for you to choose from. It's got lots of birthday things suitable for birthdays. Let's face it, everybody has a birthday. There are millions of people around the world with birthdays, so you can always use these stamp sets and cut out framelits and paper punches all times of the year. So if you want a brochure, let me know and I'll pop it in the post completely free of charge. So that's my project today. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, goodbye.